Okay, I'm going to try to make this really quick because I know it's important. It's about the dreaded Facebook white page of death, and I have a solution. Okay, so this is what I was faced with in the morning when I launched Facebook. It's all blank. Nothing worked. I'm not seeing any postings, no updates, even though there's something like, 17 messages to look at, not coming up. So some of the keys over here, they function, but not very well. What it's supposed to look like is this. And it's supposed to have all sorts of great things on it and all be active, and I can scroll down and see everything I want to see, right? Well, that wasn't happening. This is what I had. So I said, what am I going to do? Well, I did a lot of research. I tried all the standard things. I clicked on the Facebook logo to refresh it. I clicked on the browser refresh, didn't work. I even logged up and logged back into Facebook to see if that would work. I also closed and reopened Google Chrome browser with Facebook, and then I cleared the Chrome browsing data from the back end. I also ran disk cleanup, antivirus, anti-malware. That's good stuff to do anyway, but it didn't help my problem. I went in the back end of Google and deactivated and reactivated JavaScript just in case. Didn't work. I opened up a new browser, Internet Explorer with Facebook, still nothing. I even sent Facebook support emails pleading for help, and of course pray. One of the things I didn't list here is highly technical, but I went into the DOS level command structure of my computer, and I used ipconfig to release and then renew the IP address that I was assigned to through my router. Still nothing. So I went pretty deep on the tech side. Now, looking at Facebook saying, well, what is this? I went into old school time. Back in the day, I was working on computers and I did a lot of programming, and I basically was a specialist involved with databases. And here's the thing you need to understand about Facebook. Okay, Facebook, all right, it's a very large, very complex database with 600 plus million users and like 1 billion accounts, keeping track of people and postings, images, text messages, videos, advertising. It's keeping track of a lot. But at its basic core, a database keeps track of all this by using indexes. Okay, A through Z, 1 through 100, that's an index. The bigger the database, the bigger the index. And when indexes get very weird, when they get too big, they start getting shaky, and weird indexes produce weird things like the white page of death. So I went back into Facebook and I took a look and clicked over to the little gearbox here, which is all the settings, and I took a look and said, well, what can I do to possibly re-index the database? And that's my line of thinking. So I went all the way through every single option, but I noticed one thing I hadn't looked at is at the bottom of the browser screen here. The things that aren't pointed out in most browsers, like with bold, those are usually important. So I went in here and I clicked on download a copy of your Facebook data. And here I had an option to download my archive, and when I saw that, I realized something, that when you archive files out of a database, the remaining files, whether you're making a copy or you're pulling files out, either way, whatever files are still in there all get re-indexed. So you can rebuild and basically reform your indexes for your data Facebook page by downloading an archive. So you click on download archive button, and up here it will ask you for your password, and you put it back in, and then you hit submit. And depending on how long you've been in Facebook and how much content you post, it's going to take anywhere from 15 to 45 minutes. Now what will happen is you will get an email that will tell you you recently requested a copy of your Facebook data, it's now ready for you to download, and they give you a file. When you click on this file, it will open up this page and allow you to download the archive to your computer, and it will be a zipped file. This is a good practice anyway, because if you've got a lot of content on Facebook, you're probably going to want to keep some of it and be able to know where it all is. Maybe reuse it. God forbid you should lose your Facebook page or you're locked out. This is a trick, guys. Big tip. Do an archive as a regular practice, because if you're doing things on Facebook that get you booted off, you might have to create a whole new file. And when you go to create a whole new file, you're going to need all and want all that content. So that's just a good, healthy thing to do. Some of the other healthy things to do would be clicking on, in the browser, you would click on the little triple bar here and come down to Settings, and you can go to look at all the different settings, but what's important is History, clearing your browser data, taking these settings: clear browsing data, clear data download history, delete extra cookies that are coming in, empty the cache, and clear data from hosted apps. I set it for the beginning of time, but you could do the past hour, day, week, 4 weeks, or beginning of time. Clear all that, and you're going to see a performance improvement of a second or two on your browser response, and that adds up over the time. If you click 60 times and your browser takes 2 seconds to respond, that's 2 minutes. So that's one of the important things. I can go through that another time, but that's the key thing, to really understand what downloading your information does for you. Okay, it does re-index your database, and it solves the white page of death. And then this is all gone, and now I'm back here, happy as can be, operating faster, easier, jumping around, taking a look and making sure that my page and all my data is there. I lost nothing, and that's worth it. Hey, this is what I do. When people have problems, I come up with solutions, and that's what you can count on me to do. So if my contact information is there. If ever you need something help with, feel free to reach out. Okay? Take care.